Alrighty, this is important. If you are hiring agents, you must know how to properly complete the hierarchy and level form. It is also very important that you know how to properly complete it, because once you submit it, you can't change it for 30 days. And it says it right on the form. Like, I think you actually have to click 1 or 2 times confirming that you know it doesn't change for 30 days. But I'd say most of the angry phone calls we get in contracting, they report back to me, are that people are wanting to change the hierarchy and level forms. And I'm just letting you know, it's not an arbitrary rule. It's there for a reason. And in fact, we even have some carriers that won't let you change it for 6 months. 6 months. So be sure that you know what you're doing when you complete this. So now everybody's going to watch this video. We'll know who watched it, because they're going to be like, can I get the list of people that, you know, it's 6 months that they can't change? Don't worry about it. They're typically carriers that aren't used very often. But I am telling you the point that there are some where it's 3 months, some where it's 6 months. And so you want to make sure, and if you have a change to the hierarchy and level form, that it's because somebody's getting a promotion or it's a good thing, not just that you're rearranging things all the time. Set it up correctly in the beginning and everybody's going to be a lot happier, because most frustration that agents experience in the contracting process comes from their manager changing their hierarchy, changing their upline, changing their commissions, and the carrier not updating it correctly, and it creates a lot of frustration. So let's learn how to do it correctly. So it's very easy. The main thing is when you get it, and by the way, your agent cannot proceed with contracting if you don't fill out this form. Like, if you don't fill it out, you and your agent are going to get copied on an email saying file closed, meaning like basically it's canceled. Even though your agent completed their contracting, they can't go on and be an agent, because what you need from this form is the commission level. If we don't have this, we can't tell the carrier how much to pay your agent. And this is only set by you. Very, very important. We also need to know the upline. Very important. This is if you are hiring an agent where you expect to receive an override on them, this is how the carrier pays that override. You have to be listed, or whoever should be receiving an override should be listed as the direct upline. That's the space on there. So whoever, you know, if you have it all like this and like that and like that, if this is new agent and you want them right here, so this is Joe, and you want the new agent right here, you have to list Joe as the direct upline if you want Joe to be receiving an override on the new agent. Now, the next question obviously is, well, Joe is at a tier 3, and this new agent has a lot of experience, has some other agents that they're bringing with them and all that. I don't want them at a tier 3. I want them at a tier 6 or whatever. Yes, you can put somebody direct to somebody else who has a lower commission level, and I'm going to go into that in a video in a minute. But if you want Joe to receive volume credit for this downline recruit, they have to be listed as the direct upline no matter what the commission level is, because this is where you go to my team in the website and you can see all the shields and everything. If you want it to look like this, this is how you have to list them. Now, a tip about stacking. It doesn't work too well in insurance. It just doesn't. And let me tell you this, if you are putting this new agent underneath Joe and this new agent doesn't know who Joe is, that's going to create a problem as soon as you click submit on the hierarchy and level form. Now, why is that? This new agent is going to receive an email letting them know that their upline is Joe. And if they've never heard of him, they tend to get irritated by that. And they immediately, maybe not immediately, maybe they don't check their email for a couple days or something. They will call up and say, I don't know who this person is. I don't want them as my upline. I don't want them to be my manager. I've never heard of them. And that's where it creates a problem as far as, remember, once you click submit, can't change it for 30 days. Okay? So you want to make sure when you submit it that there aren't going to be any problems, that you have let the new agent know what their commission level is going to be, because in that email notification they get, they're going to be not only notified that Joe is their upline, but what their commission level is, and it's going to have a link to the commission grid where they can look at what they're going to be paid on certain products and things. So you don't want to have any surprises for them once you click submit on this. You want to make sure and be submitting these in a timely manner, because seriously, from the time they complete their contracting to where we're going to go ahead and close the file is only about 3 days, because you got to get this off to the carrier. You got to get them contracted. As Partners Life processes them, it only takes us, typically we get new agent contracts out even same day, business day, of course. But if we don't have this hierarchy and level form, there's no way that contracting can proceed with getting your new agent started. And that is the reason that most new agents have their files closed, is because unfortunately their manager went through the effort to, run an ad on ZipRecruiter or whatever, to interview them, to get them registered in the system. And how sad is it when the file has to be closed because the manager didn't follow up and didn't submit the hierarchy and level form. So do your new agent a favor and do yourself a favor and complete these as soon as you see them come in.